Chillin. Okay, so here's an example. Y equals sine x over 4. What is b equal to? 1/4. So 2 pi over 1/4 equals 8 pi. Okay, so the period of that graph is 8 pi. In other words, if you want to graph it, you know how in sine it would actually go from here to here in 2 pi. This be your 2 pi. Okay, for this graph here that's shown, it look exactly like that. Okay, it'll look exactly like that, except that this point here is going to be 8 pi. Right? That's a big difference between this function here, and so this is sine x, and this is sine x over 4. Okay? All right? Okay, you guys work on these two examples, please. Check your chick. Is what you're saying. Okay. All right. So this is graphing activity. Okay, get your graphing calculators out. Make sure your calculator is in radian mode. Okay, everybody get the windows out there. Let me make sure my windows are this, what I expect. I want it to be 0 to 2 pi. That is 2 pi. And then I want -1 and +1. Okay. So your graph should look like that. Okay, so how many cycles are in there right now? How many cycles do you see? 1, 2 cycles. Everybody there? Okay, what's the period of sine 2x? Sorry? What's the period of sine 2x? What's b for 2x? 2. What's the formula for period? 2 pi over b. So it'd be 2 pi over 2, so the answer be pi. Is everybody there? Yeah? Ms. Brando? Yeah. Smile, then I know you're there. So, did you put this other one in there? Yeah. Oh, you got both the graphs at the same time? Yeah. Wow, you guys are a step ahead of me. What do you think's happened to the graph? What do you think's happened? It's just shifted. Okay, it's just shifted. So whether you want to talk about it being shifted right or left, I'd say it's shifted right, right? Because what happened is that this point here came out there. This point there came out there. So it shifted to the right. Now how much is the shift, okay? Now let's be clever and figure the shift out, okay, using the graphing calculator, okay? So what I want you to do is to go trace. And let's say move your cursor out to about there and write down the x value there. Okay? Write down the x value there. I mean, you might not get exactly what I have, but something like that. Okay? You guys with me on that? And now move the cursor over to the other function. Okay? And take it to the same peak about there. What's the x value there? Okay, I get 4.2779 and 3.87689. So I'll make this a 9, okay? I'll work to 4 decimal places, okay? Not quite what I like to do, but it's just kind of say it's like that. Everybody get those numbers? Okay. Sorry? Close enough, yeah. What are those values? The top number is the x value when the cursor was on the peak of the first graph. The bottom number is the x value when the cursor was on the top of the second graph. And I want the distance between those two is what I'm trying to do. Okay? Doesn't matter which one is top or bottom. Okay? All I want is the x values of two what I call consecutive peaks. Okay? Two x values for, x values for two consecutive maximum values here. You guys with me on this? Yeah. Okay. Can someone do the difference on this for me? Did you get those kind of numbers? Okay. Can you do the diff on that? Hang on. This is equal to 0.4010? 19. Okay, so approximately there, okay? All right. To do it mathematically, you go 2x minus pi over 4 equals 0, and you solve for x. So what's x equal to? What's x equal to? Solve for x. 2x minus pi over 4 equals 0. X equals, Rush, you are zoning, dude. It's pi over 8. Is everybody with beta on that? Is everybody with beta on this? Yes? Yes. What's pi over 8 in your freaking calculator? What's pi over 8 in your calculator? 0.3926. Kinda like that? Kinda? Can someone explain to me how I can get a better answer to this? How do I get a better answer to this? I mean, these are, all right, they're close enough. That's good for, engineering work when you're in the cafeteria. Sorry? If you were to use your graphing calculator, how would you get the x value for that peak? How would you get the x value for that peak? Find the max. Exactly. Find the max. Find the max on the other graph. Store those values in your calculator. Okay, store those values in your calculator and then do the diff. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. But the other way to do it, like Beta is saying, is plug and chug in a formula. Okay, plug and chug in a formula right there. Okay, so there are your three formulas for the various things in sine and cosine. You got your amplitude equation, you got your period equation, and you know the difference that we got, like 0.4, that's called a phase shift. It's called a phase shift. Okay, and there's a formula for phase shift. Okay, and so what I want you to do is I want you to answer amplitude, period, and phase shift for this equation here. Y equals -5 sine 3x minus pi over 6. You can use your n box as well to see. Okay.